Videoing? Yeah. Okay. A little wet today. Won't take up too much of your time, I don't think, but maybe on the way back, who knows. Uh, Q guy, I don't know, he's made like 8 videos. I haven't watched all of them, but it's all the same crap. Just re-argued. You're not allowed to critique this biological system. Nature created it, the universe made it, therefore it must make sense. It must be good. It really is hilarious that the new atheism is really just they've just replaced God with the DNA molecule. All hail, all kiss the DNA's feet, all kiss its ring, whatever, kiss its sacred genome. It really is Planet of the Apes. And you escape Ape City and you end up in some human nutball city where, they're all, have the religion of the bomb. Just there's nothing else to do but, Charlton Heston, the whole thing. Anyway, determinism. Yeah, so he throws this in there as if there's some flaw in deterministic theory, because the determinists don't feel obliged to account for the plasma initiation moment. The Big Bang. The part we know is deterministic is this mechanical part that's happening now. All right, what happened 15 billion years ago? Who cares? Really. If it was truly random, or if it wasn't. If it's cause and effect, if it's a chain of explosions over and over, and who cares? What's the difference? It just doesn't matter. What we know is God didn't make it. We know an intelligence sitting somewhere didn't say, I, having evolved in my universe, will now create another universe. That doesn't make any sense. And now walk away. Sorry, intelligence doesn't walk away. The power to create comes with knowledge. So you can't you can't run away from that logic. And if you're going to say that God is stupid, the Creator was less than knowledgeable of the implications of its actions, then we're still back to the fairness of critiquing the creation. Your Creator has no authority. There's no assumption of foreknowledge, of greater intelligence than our own. None whatsoever. So again, you can't make it illegitimate to judge the function of this biological replicating system. And you can't disqualify that judgment. And to call it a religion, it's just ludicrous. It's exactly the opposite. It has all the opposite components of a religion. There is no claim of divine creation, of intelligent design, of purpose and forethought. There's exactly the opposite statement. And we're just barely taking responsibility for the fact that nobody else is taking responsibility. We're the only adult we know of. And so you can't just keep playing child anymore. You have to say, whoops, I've got to take the silly hat off and, the underoos, and I got to pretend that I know better. This is just bullshit to call it religion, to responsibly dissect, analyze, and judge. When it comes to this whole argument of responsibility and determinism, people are just obnoxious cheaters. Determinism doesn't change the fact that every bit of our interaction is part of the determinism. Every thought is determined, and it also will affect other people if we express those thoughts into our behavior. Ideas change, and the motivations change, and of course arguing is a perfectly sensible thing to do in a deterministic universe, because it's through argument that you will change the destiny. I mean, it's just stupid. It's part of the necessary deterministic cause and effect chain. If I don't play my role, somebody else isn't going to do it. I mean, it's just stupid. And again, like I said, there's no need to the argument that somehow there's some doubt of our deterministic view because we can't tell you what happened at the moment of the Big Bang or something. It's just silly. Like I said, we know, we look into the universe and stuff doesn't miraculously not do what physics demands. Okay? Physics is dictating the landscape, not some random dandom. And even if there was a true randomness that existed in some kernel of this underlying material, randomness wouldn't produce anything of value. Random is not smart. Random is not better. Random is not good. So there's just nothing. It doesn't elevate the circumstance at all. The whole point of determinism is there's nothing that's going to break the crude physics. And the crude physics is just going through the process of living the truth of this universe, which is this attraction and repulsion force. We have manifested it, and now our philosophy is recognizing the mechanism. And it is logically, it's taking what's in the universe and trying to make the math out of it, make it add up. And say, is the 2 plus the 2 equal to 4? Or is the 4 justify the 2 and the 2? Or however you want to metaphor it, but we're balancing. Balancing is a true phenomenon in the universe. It's part of the true physics. And that's all we're doing, is gleaning the truth from the world, pulling it into our brains, and running it to see what logic says. And logic says that we're just an infestation. We're just energy doing funky, weird things. We're not doing purposeful things. And we're doing them at this high price of negative conscious experience. So anyway, that's probably enough. I've said all that crap before, but it's, you have to say it over and over again, I guess, because they're going to keep just saying that we're religion, that we're religious, and that somehow our determinism is hypocritical or duplicitous, that somehow it lacks depth. I can't give it any more depth. Again, I don't have a videotape of the Big Bang. I can't prove to you that it was initiated by purely cause and effect. Can't do that. All right, but it doesn't change the fact that all the evidence indicates determinism, and there's nothing in my philosophical approach or statements that is hypocritical to that belief. Duh. I mean, the fact that I might once in a while use the word random or accident is just an accident of human language. Obviously, our language has been designed by deluded God-botherers, and it does lack precision, and that's a frailty of communication. You want to use that to your advantage and play a game with it? Well, go ahead. But I think anybody reasonable or fair-minded is going to see what you're doing. That's funny. I mean, the guy was already almost past me, and he actually stopped to let me go across, which is funny. But, some people are good that way. Yep, the sign says stop, and damn it, they're going to do it. I like them people. Yeah. considerate and such. Anyway, it's hotter than I thought it would be. So, till later, I guess. A little foggy today. Misty and such. So, till the next time. Yeah, maybe I'll sing an opera. I gotta change the agenda. These people just don't want to. They don't want to do this stale philosophy thing. I gotta keep feeding on bullshit. So that's what they have a taste for. Lament. Nice lamenting tree there. That tree's been there a long time. Yeah, I remember that tree when I was a kid. Pieces of it keep falling off, but it's a great old willow tree. Yep. Lost a little bit in the storm, but you know, we're all losing a little bit at a time. Anyway, till next time. Whoa! Yeah, it's kind of dark. Can't really see. I don't know. Can you see? Sometimes the camera can see better than me. No, it doesn't like you can see either. Looks like the battery's going dead too. So anyway, this might be a really short add-on. Yeah, determinism. It's kind of funny. Not just determinism, just this whole idea of the clockworkness of it. We seem so animated and original, and yeah, we're just, we're so controlled by all these mechanisms, both biology and the whole psychology. And the psychology is kind of just grown out of the biology, out of the basic function of good, bad perception. All biological organisms have to make these value judgments. Good environment for feeding, bad environment for feeding. Good environment for getting killed, bad environment for getting killed. All this kind of value is built into the structure of the biology of our ancestors. Even the microbes have good and bad in terms of their health days. And that's just the mechanism playing out. And it's just gotten, the definitions have gotten bigger and longer. It's more elaborate definition of what is good for you. More things have to be right, or in the right place, or in the right amounts for you to have a good day. But it all comes down to that in the end. It's all these values is all our reflexes are doing, is creating the notion of value by reacting to the world. There's nothing intrinsically bad about a pin. It's just when the pin penetrates your skin, that it starts to become a problem for you. As your sensations make it a problem. It's not even that much damage to the system. And so a lot of it's just hysterical reactions, overreactions of the mechanism. It's controlling us. That we're controlled by, that we're built by, that we're determined by. And so all of this, even all the complexity of the nuance of these sophisticated definitions of bad words, hurtful words, all of that, these are just extensions of the same principle. Reactions, value tainted reactions, and the only one of all value-tainted reactions, the only one that has any substance, in my opinion, is the value-tainted reaction we have to watching something suffer a negative value-tainted reaction. Watching other things react in a negative, hurtful way is the only negative value reaction we have that's real. The rest of it is, not that it's real, that's the wrong word to use, it has integrity. The rest of it is just deterministic, biologically deterministic mechanization. It's just dictated by the DNA. The memes can do something different, and the memes can do something of real integrity. Ideas can have integrity. Your biology won't. Seldom has anything like a balanced or fair or proportional reaction. So anyway, probably enough. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff to fight through here, and it's dark. You know, as zombies come out, gotta look out for the zombies and such. Oh, it's foggy and wet. And yuck. Anyway, I'm tired. It's kind of a long work day. Anyway, till next time. Such and so forth and whatnot. Yeah. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, no, that's it. Really. It's enough. Till next time. And such.